The cat theme. I threw together a cat theme. My son was very happy. So my son is obsessed with cats. So this would make him very, very happy. Good morning. Happy Friday. We're at Friday. We made it through the week. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great Friday. Again, my name is James Cooper. And welcome to our daily live. Remember, we are live here every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific. And today we're basically talking about a little bit about overwhelm. When you have lots of projects, how do you gather your focus? Those of you who are watching me for the first time, we have a private Facebook group called Six Figure Storytellers. If you are not a member, it is free to join. Just go to sixfigurestorytellers.com. This is a group whose main focus is to get to 10K a month in recurring revenue, because hence the name Six Figures Storytellers, using their story and their message to attract their ideal audience. We go live there every Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a great community. It's your ability to grow as a storyteller and create the marketing and video campaigns to be able to attract your ideal clients. Focus on lighting and sound and all the gear stuff, but we really focus on the story, focus on your message. So, a couple of shout outs. Who is here today? Lynn is here. Welcome, Lynn. Good to see you. Christiana is here. Magnificent Seven. I know I forgot to erase. That was from the Western, but I'm glad you like Magnificent Seven. I really liked the remake that they just did. It was really, really good. You are a dog person, as am I, actually, even though my son is obsessed with cats. Maya's here. Welcome, Maya. Good to see you. And Debbie is here. Friday. I love this feeling. I do too. It is Friday. So let's if you have questions about anything related to storytelling, if you have any questions related to video and marketing, and just anything related to growing your audience using video, please post your questions in the comments below, and I will make sure that I get to them before the scene is out. So type your questions in the comments below, and I will answer all questions. If you're watching on replay, type replay in the comments below. So let's talk about it. I don't know about you, and you can tell me if this resonates with you, but I have a lot of stuff to do. Not only managing my life and my kids and all the family stuff and the house stuff and all that stuff, running a business, especially if you are a solopreneur, is extremely challenging. And the goal is to get yourself to be have a tipping point in cash so that you can hire people to outsource and help you do the things that you need to do. That should be the goal. The goal is not to be able to work yourself to the bone and so that you are finally creating the business that you love, only to hate it because you just are going crazy and you have no time to yourself. The whole point people usually go into business for themselves is to have freedom, to create something that they have control over, and create something that they can choose when they want to work, choose what they want to do, when they want to do it, with whom they want to do it. That is the goal. And so in order to reach that goal, it's going to take a team. Just know that ahead of time. You're not going to be able to do this by yourself. There is nobody that I know that got to 7 figures in revenue by themselves. It just doesn't happen. Unless you win the lottery ticket, which would be very nice to just win the lottery ticket. Although most lottery millionaires go broke. I don't know if you knew that. Because they don't know how to manage money and they have a huge inflow of cash. And then a few years later, they go bankrupt. But beside the point. There is usually a tipping point around $30,000 a month. That is usually, so when you look at stairs and when you look at levels on the rungs on the ladder, the first goal is to get past 8 to 10K. If you can get to 8 to 10K, and a lot of people can do that by themselves. You don't need a huge team to get to 10K. It's more than possible, depending on your product and your offer and your service, you can get to 10K by yourself. You don't need it. But once you get past 20K, there's some resistance. Because there's a lot to manage and a lot to do, again, depending on your product or service. But once you get to 30, Once you get to 30, there's studies that show that once you get to 30,000, there's a little bit of a wall. And I'm speaking mostly from other people's experience and experts that I know, because that's where I'm headed now. But most people that I know that are at 30K and above, that was usually the breaking point, the tipping point, where they had to hire a VA. They had to hire a team. They had to get somebody to give them more time to do their genius rather than doing all the minutia, and they needed to get help. Whether that minutia is social media, whether that is sales calls, whatever it is. And so the question that I have for you, and go ahead and post in the comments below, where is the resistance in your business? Where's the resistance to your business? If you're just getting started, maybe it's just getting clarity on what you want to do and who you're trying to serve. Maybe that's it. If you know exactly who you're trying to serve, but you have no leads, you have no flow of people coming to you asking for your service, well, then we have to look at your marketing. What are you doing consistently? And consistency in marketing is what makes the difference between somebody succeeding and not succeeding. It has to be consistent. So what is it for you? Go ahead and type in the comments below, because I'm curious, where is the resistance and the roadblock for you? Most people that I speak to, they have no time. They have zero time. I'm like, well, where is that time being spent? Well, for some of them, it's because they're still working a job and they're trying to start this business. If they're not starting a job, or if they don't still have a job and they're doing this full time, it's resistance in figuring out, what do I have to say? What do I need to do create in the videos? Gabriella says, technology is a challenge for me. Yes, as it is for a lot of people. So you're not alone, Gabriella. Technology is. So here's the big question. Do you want to spend the next 3 months learning the technology, or do you just need to find somebody on something like Fiverr.com or Upwork.com that you can hire for $20, $50, even $100 and get the things that you need done, whether that's your templates for all your videos, or whether that's your videos edited, or whether that's your social media, to take a bunch of your social media, or is to create a website. I do not create websites, and I have no desire to create websites whatsoever. I will spend 3 weeks trying to do a plug and play website because I get focused on, the colors and the fonts and what do I put here and no, I'd rather pay somebody $50 to do it for me in 24 hours. That's how you start thinking like an entrepreneur. It's who, not how. I think I mentioned this yesterday, Dean Jackson. Who, not how, right? Dean Jackson says, a cow does not milk itself. That is not, the cow's job is to produce the milk. Then the machines and somebody else milk the cow. You don't milk yourself. You have your own IP. That sounded weird. You don't milk yourself. You have your own IP and your own knowledge and your own genius in your head. Your job is to get it out. And then you have somebody else take it and turn it into a blog post, and turn it into social media, and turn it into a tweetable, and then upload it all over the internet where you need to be seen on different platforms, for example. Your job is to do what you do best and let other people do what they do best. Don't waste hours and precious time trying to learn things. I don't know about you, I'm tired of learning things. I only learn the things that are going to matter. Does this make sense? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, give me some hearts, some thumbs ups, some love in bam, 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 bam. Hit that heart in Instagram if you're watching on Instagram. If you're watching on Facebook or you're watching live, give me some hearts and thumbs up. I like the engagement. I also want to know what is resonating with you. So you want to spend time focused on the things that are most important, that are going to move the needle for you. And then you outsource what you need. Now, granted, we don't always have the resources when we start. Financial resources, I mean. Sometimes we do have to get the thing done ourselves because we don't have that extra money to hire somebody to do it. But the goal should be to get to a cash flow point where you can easily hire that person. Or you get creative and you do trades and you do exchanges and you work with other entrepreneurs and you work with other partnerships. Hey, this is my area of expertise. Can I help you with your business in this area, and you help me with my business in that area. And sometimes that trade can happen. And you do a trade for services to get stuff done. Because whatever your zone of genius is, there's somebody out there that is willing, but that also does not have the financial resources and is willing to do an exchange. So you find where you can trade. There are communities of people who are all focused on the same goal, to grow their business, to grow their marketing, to grow their sales, but they each have areas that they are great in and they each have areas that they are weak in. And what you do is you look at what your area of greatness is, and instead of maybe just going for the sale and just going for the money, especially when you're just getting started, maybe you offer your services in exchange for services that you need so you don't have to shell out that cash. Does this make sense? If it makes sense, give me some hearts and some thumbs ups. Email. Writing emails is a challenge for me. I don't do it often enough, but I know I need to do it. So I found somebody who needs help with video, and they are an expert in email. And I help them with their videos, and they help me with the emails. It's a good, fair trade. So, any questions on any of this, post in the comments below. I'd love to know what your questions are. We are rounding third here as it's 12 after the hour. So here's what I say when it comes to helping you focus when you have tons of stuff to do. What I do is on Sundays, I do it on Sunday because Monday starts the week for me. So I focus on Sunday at the end of the day, probably when I'm not tired, but at the end of the day, I focus on what are the 3 things that I need to do for my business and for my personal life, but at least one is for business and one may be personal, but let's focus on business. What is the one thing that would really move the needle for my business? What's the one thing, right? And it can't be a project that's going to take months. It has to be something that can be done in 5 days, something that can actually be completed in 5 days. Maybe it's the next stage of a project, but it has to be something that you can hand to somebody or you show them that, like, this is done. I've done it. I've got it done. So what you do is you say, what's the one thing this week that I need to get done? And then you look at your week, Monday through Friday. Where are the hours that I'm going to spend doing that? Where are the hours that I'm going to spend doing that, right? And you might have 2 things that you might have a whole list of things that have to get done, but what is the absolute priority to move your business forward and move the needle forward for you? And sometimes it's something that somebody else needs to do. So you just have to say, John needs to help me with this. I get this done by Friday. Great. What's something that you need to do to move the needle? Right? And then once you figure out what that thing is, how do you set yourself up to win for the week? What are going to be the criteria at the end of every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I take weekends off to get the thing done. And you block out, you do block time. If you know the thing is going to take you 5 hours, are you going to do 5 hours straight? Probably not. So I'm going to spend an hour here on Monday. I'm going to spend 2 hours here on Wednesday. I'm going to spend an hour here on Thursday. I'm going to spend an hour here on Friday. And that should be enough time to get the thing done. Or is it something that's consistent? I'm going to do a half hour every single day. Like, I'm going to go live every day, Monday through Friday, for 20 minutes. And that's going to be consistently every day. So in order to do that, prepare my themes, whether it's a cat theme or a Western theme, I got to block out time for like an hour to think about my themes, think about my topics, so I'm ready to go live the whole week. And eventually, once I understand what the process is, and I've done the process several times, I'm going to outsource, hey, listen, these are my 5 themes for the week. I need you to create 5 video templates with these things. Here are some examples. Now you know how to do it yourself. Now you can exactly step-by-step show somebody how to do it in like a Loom video, and now you can outsource it. All right? Any questions on any of this? Any questions on any of this? I know some of you do have questions. Go ahead and post in the comments below. If you are not a member, join 6-Figure Storytellers. We go live every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my voice just cracked there. Tuesdays and Thursdays. We go live, going through a second puberty. We go live Tuesdays on a topic, and we go live Thursdays on an open Q&A. And usually those open Q&As are the best because people come up with questions that go off on tangents, but we get some great, great content based on your questions. So show up on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 Pacific, but you got to join Six Figure Storytellers. And there are perks to joining Six Figure Storytellers as well. You get discounts on any courses that I do. We have a new 50 people to 10K challenge coming up, which I'm going to tell more people about. But all of that, you got to join Six Figure Storytellers to know all about the good stuff. So any other questions? I will go back and let's see. Oh, good. We got some good stuff here. If you are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, James Cooper Films on Instagram. Follow me because I'm going live there too every Monday at 9, but there's usually only one or two people. All right. Question. Ideal length of videos for teaching, inspiring, entertaining. Great question, Debbie. I get this question often. It is as long as it needs to be. It's as long as it needs to be. But yes, if it's a teaching video and you're teaching a topic, I like to keep it under 3 minutes. Ideally, if you can tell a topic, if you can give a person a nugget of information and give value in under 59 seconds, that would be a great goal to have. Teach one tip in 1 minute, and then you can post it on YouTube Shorts, which is the new YouTube platform. People are blowing up their subscribers because they have a vertical video under 59 seconds, and they can upload it, put the hashtag shorts, and YouTube will put it into their shorts algorithm, and you can grow your subscriber list very fast. So it's something that I'm testing out myself. Also, Instagram videos have to be under 59 seconds if you're going to post them on Instagram. So if it's a more elaborate teaching video, then yes, keep it under 3 minutes, 5 minutes, somewhere in there. If it's a story video, it might be 3 minutes, 5 minutes, somewhere in there. Entertaining, again, there is a big drop off after about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Usually if people watch, they usually click away within 3 to 8 seconds. So that's why you have to hook them in. After that, there's a big drop off at about 18 to 20 seconds. And then if they're past 20 seconds, then they're probably going to stick with you for at least a minute or so if you add value. And there's a big drop off after about 2 to 3 minutes. There's a big drop off. So you just got to incentivize them to stay. And that's all in engagement. Hopefully that helps. Toddle, how effective is doing a live? Very. In more ways than you know. Facebook likes the algorithm of you going live. Lives can get more reach than uploaded videos. I think it's great practice to interact with your audience. So I am all for it. Go live as many times as you can. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Lynn, I usually do 5-minute videos in my public page. Is it good to vary the length with some longer ones? Sure, mix it up. Mix it up. If there's some consistency, then you can totally do some short ones, do some longer ones. Yeah, absolutely. Test. The audience will tell you. The audience will tell you. So we talked about resistance, trying to drill down the ideal audience. You just got to choose, Lorna. Time, overthinking everything. Yeah. People overthink and they sit on the fence. You got to get your feet moving. You will find out very quickly if you're going in the wrong direction if you're walking. But if you're standing still, you don't know whether you're going in the right direction. You got to walk. You got to move. You have to take action. It's the only way to learn. I think I said this before, but experience comes from bad judgment, and bad judgment comes from making poor decisions. So experience comes from good judgment comes from making bad or poor. Let me go again. Let me do this. Okay. Experience comes from learning from your bad decisions. But the only way you have good judgment is to have failed. So you know what not to do next time. That's how you gain experience. So fail fast. Fail fast. It's the only way to learn. That's how we grow. So I encourage you, don't sit on the fence. You don't learn anything sitting on the fence. Technology, lots of things. Evie did that with my current website. Awesome. Yeah, trade. Cool. What about TikTok? What about TikTok, Gabriella? TikTok is a fun platform. It tends to be a younger platform. But if your audience is on TikTok, go to TikTok. You got to go where your people are. Most of my people are on Facebook and Instagram, and they're on LinkedIn too. You got to know where your people are. So where do your people hang out the most? Is it Pinterest? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Where do your people hang out? You got to go to where your people hang out and build that platform. All right? Yes. That's how you do it. Is it good? Oh, is TikTok good? Yeah. I mean, it's another social media platform. People grow big audiences there. You have to know how to monetize it. The only way you can monetize is to get people off the platform to get to see your stuff. So whether you do TikTok and then you gain followers and you link some TikToks have the ability to link to your Instagram or put a web link. Otherwise, you have to just put your web link or mention your website in your TikTok video. But it's edutainment, and people do like 15-second videos that boom, 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 share value. And to learn more, you got to go to this platform. You got to go to this website. So, but yeah, I think it's a cool platform. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with it. Instagram Reels is the preferential one for me. You could do the same or similar stuff in TikTok as you can in Instagram using Instagram Reels. And that's kind of their version of that, where you can do filters, you can do music, you can do voiceover, because they basically you can borrow somebody else's voiceover and make your own video and lip sync to that voiceover. And people are very, very creative. So I like Instagram Reels because it stays on Instagram rather than go to TikTok. You have to figure out where you're going to build first, right? I'm choosing to build in Facebook and then Instagram and then maybe LinkedIn and then YouTube. So you got to build an audience in one platform before you try to move that audience to another platform. If you're adding enough value and you mention, hey, listen, I just started my YouTube channel. If all of you can go over and join my YouTube, then that's a great way to play it. But first, I don't even mention YouTube right now because I don't have enough of a platform or an audience on Instagram and Facebook. So as I build out that audience, then I will go and build on YouTube. I'll still put content on YouTube, but I'm not going to ask my audience to go there because I don't have enough of an audience. I need to build one. You got to build one hole. Dig one hole at a time. Trying to dig 3 holes is really, really hard. Really, really hard and time consuming, and you don't get a lot of results. But if you focus on one platform at a time, build that platform, that's the way to go. Then move to other places, all right? And bring that audience with you. All right, any other questions? This has been great. We're almost at the half-hour mark, so I want to wrap up for today. If this has been valuable, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs ups. I can never see them. I don't know whether it's a restream thing, but if you can hit that heart button or that thumbs up so that I can see the engagement. Right now I'm not, but maybe that's restream. I will see. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. I will see you on Monday right here at 8:57. And if you go to sixfigurestorytellers.com, join our free Facebook private Facebook group. Great community, and it's how you can grow your business by using your story and video to grow your marketing, to grow your audience. So join us at Six Figure Storytellers. If you're on Instagram, the link is in my profile. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy, have fun, and I will see you.